What is going on, you guys? We had an amazing week so far. It's currently Friday. Greg's on his way over right now. We're about to film a Q&A for you guys. Hope you enjoy. Now, the setup here isn't the most high quality production set ever, but I think it will do for this first one. We have the red chair, the blue chair, the German flag on the table, a little tripod setup. We have parts scattered kind of everywhere, but these bright lights are doing us great justice right now. I'm curious, so you think Greg should take the blue chair or the red chair? He's on his way over right now. I think he's gonna take the red chair. I think he's a red kind of man. I'm gonna go with this. We'll see what happens. So my idea is I kind of want to do videos like this, like a sit-down kind of Q&A podcast kind of style thing, maybe 2 or 3 times a month, because you guys ask us a lot of questions during the month or just all the time, and we reply to as many as we can. But it gets hard. Some of the explanations are very, very long and need to be like, you want to hear it verbally versus like trying to type everything down. So I think this will be a good way for us to get all the questions answered for you guys. So we'll see how this first one goes. Let us know, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think I heard a car. Is he here? Wait a second. Ooh, peep the Christmas socks. Wow, so fancy. Let's see if he's here. Ooh, there he is. I see him. All right, our guest is here. Greg is here. What do you think of the setup? It's all right for the first one. Got a little backdrop going on, a little flag. The question is, Greg, which chair do you want? No. I put a bet on this already, Greg. You have to pick a chair.
Well, if you put a bet on it.
Which chair do you think you would have picked?
You probably this one.
The right one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I win. I'm not giving a score or anything, but I want to put it right down on the screen. Me 1, you 0. All right, you look good there, buddy. Water for you. Water for me.
Okay.
The beach chairs probably aren't the best for this. They're kind of low, but
A little low, but you know, it is what it is.
there's kind of some sand in there as well. They're at the beach last time I used them. This would be fun.
Should be fun.
I want to try and do this. We're going right now.
Oh!
Yeah, right now.
You know what? Full send.
Full send. I kind of want to do this more like, there's Q&As, but I kind of want to do it more like a no cuts, just we're going for it. However long it takes and goes.
Rant number 1.
Is that hot chocolate?
Yeah, well, French vanilla something. It tells you to stop the cup in 3/4 and then let it finish.
No.
I did that.
Yeah, he's got like,
Just like an inch.
it's like when you open a bag of chips and like the first half is like just air and nothing happens.
It's a good thing I only paid like $1 for this. I'd be pissed.
Honestly, I wore this long sleeve shirt because it was kind of chilly outside, but now it's kind of hot in this garage. I don't know.
It's fairly decent.
Well, the weather has sucked lately because last week it was in the 90s and this whole week has been like 30 and 40. People think it gets cold in Florida. It gets a little chilly in Florida. It does. It gets cold here sometimes.
It's been 4 or 5 days so far.
Been 40s every morning.
In the 40s.
Every morning. Which is honestly not crazy cold because like right now in Korea, it's 13 degrees and it feels like -2 in case he's losing her mind. But I can't complain about it being 60 right now, but it's still chilly.
Nobody told you to join up for the Air Force.
Yeah.
Nobody told you to do that.
But Korea's cool though. I like Korea. It's fine. And I wanted to wear this shirt because I got this. This is one of like the new Hunt shirts she just dropped. And I don't know. I like it. The design's cool, but like, I'm not gonna lie.
That's gonna.
Adam LZ's shirts are comfier. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're softer. Like it's not like feel it.
Oh yeah.
It's cool, but like it's not as
It's
soft.
like a work in the garage shirt,
but it's white. I picked a white shirt because like, listen, I don't want to hear about it. But like, and the next time it took me a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that, but like, I like the design.
Don't ever dry it.
Yeah, if I dry it once, it's game over. The sleeves are already kind of. This is a medium. I think it's a medium. I gotta be. The one thing that's nice though.
Always buy large.
The tags are like sewn in. Not even sewn. They're like stickered on, so like you can't even feel them, which is nice.
I've learned from buying from. I think they all use the same clothing manufacturer.
This
and everything runs.
Oh, I got it dirty already.
Done.
This is why I don't wear a white shirt.
Garbage. Throw it in the garbage. It's toast.
Man, I'm so excited about it. This is why I don't wear white. I always wear black. I would wear black shirts all the time because I can work in the garage, get sweaty, get dirty, and you never see it. Wore white once, literally right there.
Where
did it even touch?
It's dumb. It could have been anything. You could have just walked past.
Shirt's cool though. It says high speed, low ride. This is hot. I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Well, I guess we're gonna do these every so often, and you know, if you guys like them, we'll probably do them more often. Actually.
Yeah, I said before you came here, I mentioned probably maybe do them 2 times a month because like people ask us questions a lot, and it gets hard to text replies. Cause I had people ask me, "Yo, what's your entire car model list?" Like, you do not want that text back. That's gonna be like a book.
You don't want that.
So I don't know. So I think it's gonna be fun because we can sit here and talk with you guys and talk back and forth and like voice opinions and this and that and give you guys answers.
This is so good.
That are
7-Eleven, good job.
I wouldn't know, Greg. It's fine. I provide you with a water and a nice red sea that you bring. That's fine. It's whatever. But I think this would be a fun way to give you guys an insight on whatever you want to ask about. I mean, literally anything. And then we can kind of talk about it. It's more free-flowing than trying to wait for a reply from DM, this and that.
And we didn't really talk about this. He just texted me today. He's like, hey, I want to do a Q&A. Just come over and we'll do it.
I want to turn
we
the
have
screen down so I can see myself.
We have no format.
No, it's fine.
And we're just going to wing it.
The only thing I'm kind of worried about, though, is the fact that I don't know how long this camera will record in one go before it just, like, cuts itself. I've recorded, like, 15 minutes before, and I don't know how long this is going to go.
Should be good.
So right now we're at 4 minutes in?
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll stop it, and then we'll just...
We're doing fine. We're doing fine.
Is it going to make a noise, though?
It shouldn't. I think it might start
like
flashing.
Oh, it'll flash? Okay.
Like, hey, I'm about to kill myself. I'm no more memory, but I think we'll be okay.
Well, in that case, just erase a whole bunch of stuff.
So there's some questions that I have from Instagram, some from the DMs, some from Facebook. You have some from Facebook as well, I think, and some from both.
Yeah, a couple on Facebook, mostly Instagram.
So we get a lot of questions, like not like a crazy amount of questions, but like, I get a decent amount of questions a week.
Oh, if we would have saved all the questions,
yeah, it's been a lot
from even like 2 months to now,
it'd been crazy.
We would. Yeah.
And I try to reply as many as I can, but like it's hard. And some of the replies, like I said, have to be so long. It's just kind of hard to do.
And some are funny, and a little bit ridiculous.
Some of the questions.
A lot
of people ask me for my PAIN code. I'm not telling you. Sorry. I mean, it's changing again, but I'm still not telling you. It's more fun to make you guys guess. Okay, so let's start with this. I'll start with the first one on the picture I posted earlier. This guy actually, he bought, his Instagram name is You're a Douche, right there. He actually bought you guys might remember him. He was in a vlog a while back. He came and bought my vented hood.
Oh,
the side skirts and so, yeah, him.
That guy's pretty cool.
Black GTI. The hood looks cool in the car. His first question was, okay, why is it so hard to find Jeti E-codes? Anything that's based out of the country to start with is already a pain. You're holding. There was sets on eBay for the longest time.
Yeah, the fact is, these cars aren't new. They're old.
They're 20 plus years old. They're old cars.
Manufacturers are not going to be making old parts for cars. They're just not. Especially when there's, what, Mark 3 to 6, 7. There's 4 newer generations to make parts for. If I was a manufacturer, I wouldn't make e-codes.
And you want to make parts for the newer car, which are going to cost more,
exactly,
make more money,
and they're going to sell faster.
But obviously, we still want that. We still want Mark 3 parts, but they're getting rare. But like when I bought my e-codes, I got mine off eBay. They're still e-codes, but they're the depot ones. I think I actually have Hella glass on one side now. I cracked one, and I got them from Danny. I have depot on one side, Hella, but that's irrelevant. But finding them before was easier because before we used to be able to find so many more Mark III parts on like eBay and places like that.
Right.
And now they're going away. We talked about the other day. The Wolfsburg door pins used to be on there all the time, and I wanted a set, and I never bought them, and then I wanted some. You cannot find them anywhere, out of stock on every website. They're just gone. So the stuff's getting older. People are buying it up, which is why Mark III parts are literally stupid expensive.
Here's the key: save some money in your PayPal. When you see something,
you buy it right away.
You just buy it and keep it. Headlights are a good thing. Like right now, I might need a set of headlights.
Why?
But because I think the reflector inside, it's moving, the housing.
You can't
and I can't really adjust. I probably can, but who's got the time for that? I just kind of want to swap them out because they're glass, and after a while they get the pitting from just driving them on the street.
That's true.
Just want new ones.
That's true.
Give me new ones, get it over with.
But thankfully though, he commented that, and then Tyler over in California said, hit me up, I have them for sale. So you lucked out with that one. So
might have to hit him.
There you go. This next one from Mike Fagan. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Any plans to go to Wookiees this year now that you both have VRs? I kind of have a VR6. It's not quite there yet. I kind of have one.
I don't even know
what is that. So look that up. What is that? It's called Wookiees.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I mean,
what is that? I mean, I can understand like a bunch of VR6s making Wookiee sounds. I can already hear that, but like, where is it at? Or I've never heard that before in my life. Any plans to go to Wookiees?
I knew it.
Was it a troll? What is it?
No.
Well, I know what a Wookiee is, but like
you get Chewbacca.
But is it an actual show though? Because you said any plans to go to Wookiees this year.
Wookiees car show.
Is that a thing?
Car show. Let's see.
Stand by.
Wookiees in the Woods.
Is that it?
Yeah. So that's a car show.
Where is it? Where's that? Wookiees in the Woods. Sounds like an Oregon thing, like a West Coast thing. Let's see where Mike's from.
Wookiees in the Woods.
He's got a supercharged VR6, which is dope because I want a supercharged VR6. Does it say?
Doesn't say.
Okay, we'll do more research on that. I don't think we're going. My car doesn't run at the moment, so I don't think we're going.
Here's the thing.
I don't know where it's at.
Wife, kids. There's not many out-of-state shows I'm gonna drive the car to. It's just not gonna happen.
What if it's like super close to us? We have no idea.
Super close, we would know about it. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I've never heard that before in my life.
The reason I say that because Florida has woods, but we would have definitely heard about a European show in Florida.
For sure.
So close. But
it sounds cool.
To answer the question, maybe in the future. If it's close, yes. If it's past Georgia and past Helen, I wouldn't feel comfortable.
It sounds like West Coast. It sounds like Washington State, Oregon. I don't know why, but I'm thinking where they.
He knows we're in Florida. He shouldn't even ask that question.
Next question from Cody S55. S55 should be a Mustang, isn't it? Let me see.
S55?
Isn't it like named like they had like an S95?
S-Class.
But no, not
AMG.
But they use the S for like Mustangs too, like the S95s for like Mustangs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he probably has an S-Class. It's a German guy, probably.
True. His question is speed or stance. I mean, I can't have both. I mean, you can have both. Depending on your stance.
On your stance.
You can have a lot of horsepower and stretch tires if you want to just go straight. If you want to turn, you're going to debeat and ruin everything. I mean, you can have both to a moderation. But there's like track stance, battle stance, there's stupid, crazy -40 camber stance. There's a lot of stances.
I would say, but in general, he's talking about like dudes with like.
Do you want to have a race car or a show car?
What they do to BRZs.
Show car, race car.
No. That's not what.
Yeah, that. But what do you think? Like,
here's the thing. When I had the 16s on the car, 16 by 9.5, the 205 40s, stretched, and I drove that car every day and had no issues.
Yeah.
So. And taking turns at 70 something.
Yeah, I mean my hours are right here. These are 195 40s on a 9, and I've taken turns like.
Exactly. It's all if your air pressure is fine, your tires are going to be safe. The problem is, what do I care for? I'd be in the middle. I like to drive my cars decently fast and when the time permits, and I want the car to look good, but I want the car to function. Here's the thing. People say, people who talk bad about air ride and stuff like that is because they can't afford it, whatever the case would be. That's not always the case. The thing is, when most people that I know have air, when they drive down the street, they drive down the street with their car twice as high as mine is right now.
A lot do, yeah, I agree. A lot do.
Their car looks ridiculous driving down the street. I will say that. And then the car only looks really killer is when they're parked and they air it out.
Yeah.
My car looks the same when I'm driving, when I'm parked, on a hill, up a hill, and I have no problems going into garages. Now, will I never get air? No, I'll probably get air eventually.
It's funny you bring that up because eventually we're going to get to that in a minute.
Right now, I like the car. I'd probably drive at the same height I am right now, and then I'm going to $2,500 to drop the car another maybe an inch.
Yeah. Well, to say that, when I bought mine, it wasn't expensive. Like, I don't know how we got something air ride, but actually, let's pause here because we have another question that's more about that. We'll get to that in a second. Well, but I'll say I'm in the middle as well. I like a good-looking vehicle with nice fitting wheels, and you can have your power as well. I'm not a fan of crazy camber. It's just not me. I'm not a fan of the stretch tires that stop this far from the barrel. I'm just not me. But everyone has their style. Do you? We'll leave it at that. Let's see. This one says from Valdez 0000. Did you see your channel getting this big when you first started? I personally don't think my channel is necessarily big. I think it's grown a bunch and it's growing really a lot faster now. I don't think it's necessarily big, but I definitely love where it's at and love where it's going. Same with his channel. I mean, I just really enjoy it. I want it to grow bigger and I want to make it into, like you said before, a full-time thing. My camera's flashing. Hold on, pause. I'm going to pause this clip. We're at about 13 minutes. I'm going to pause it here and we'll start over. I want to have no cuts, but my camera's not about it apparently. And we're back. All right. Select camera issues. We're fine.
10 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so about the question. Do you think your channel getting this big when you started? I've always been good and like, I don't know, followers have always come, I guess, easier, like on Instagram like that. Like getting people, I don't know, it's always been easier in a sense. I figured eventually it would catch on because like I was already doing stuff on Instagram and people like to see what the car was doing. So I just figured video versions of what I was already doing and posting would catch on eventually, which it has, which is awesome.
It's a lot less work on Instagram.
It's a lot less work.
So, I mean, you take a picture, you post it, you couple words, and then you're done. Going about your business.
Yeah, I mean, for us though, we already worked on our cars. We already did this. For us, all we did was add a camera into it. We already did. So I would say if you're, again, we're off topic again, but whatever. If you're trying to start a YouTube channel, this is just random, but if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, don't try and force it. We already did this and already have been doing this for such a long time. It's easy just to bring a camera in and start filming what we already did. Like, I mean, I've missed so much stuff on my car. The original air ride installed, building my Zobbers. There's been so much stuff that we missed doing because we weren't filming. If we would have started back when we first had our cars, I can almost guarantee like where, I mean not quite as big, but where like Mike, Adam OZ, TJ, where they're at, we would have probably been around the same because they haven't had their channels too long.
Yeah, and we would have been doing this for 5.
I mean, I've had my car since 2011. I've had my car for almost 7 years now. So I mean, like, if we would have got from the very beginning, yeah, it would have been crazy by now. But it is what it is. We're having fun with it. We enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and I just wanted to keep going.
I did see my channel getting this big. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, it is what it is. Listen, we like to say that it's nobody's over here. We're not cocky or nothing, and we appreciate all the support. But I will say, when it gets to the point where I can make it a full-time job and I don't have to work for anybody, then I will do way more stuff. Way more things. Like, I want to start a car from scratch and show you guys the process of how I do things.
We want to fly to like California, grab a car, and drive it back home.
Exactly.
There's a lot of stuff we want to do, but money
is
says my bank account's like, yo, I'm sorry, what do you want to do?
Chill out.
You relax over there.
Pause.
We're not doing that. You want to do this? No. You just relax.
Can't do that.
You can do this over here, but you can't.
It will get to that point. It will get to the point. The Mark 3 community is big, and I've said it before. I think my very first video, I said, it's not just going to be a Mark 3 channel because I don't want to get stuck with just Mark 3s. Because at some point, my car is pretty much done to the point where there's not much I can do.
We're towards the ends of our cars, honestly.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I've swapped my car. Your car already has your 6. We've done interior, wheel, suspension, paint of the car. We've done everything. So much.
And I wish earlier when I started to do the shave bay and mess with the car, I wish I kind of was filming it now, but it is what it is.
It's what it is. Next question.
I will tell you though.
What?
Don't do it. No, I'm just stopping. Do what you want to do. It's your car. Do what you want to do.
Next question. Mk3 Games. What made you go to Germany? When man meeting married, Casey, a lot of you have seen her before. If you've been on the channel for a little while, you've met her a bunch of times. We're getting married in May 11th, and then May 26th is my last day in Florida, and we are flying to Germany. She's in the Air Force, if you didn't know. She's in Korea right now. I was back there in September for 2 weeks. Amazing place.
Top secret.
Korea is so much fun. Such a fun place.
Top secret. Can't talk about it.
But once we get married, we're moving to Germany. I'll be in Ramstein. That area, she's going to be on that base working. She has cousins there. I have family there. We already have a whole bunch of Volkswagen friends already there with shops and stuff. That was really cool.
Listen, if you see him on the streets in Germany, make sure you say hi from a distance and don't just roll up on people, because no matter how used to you get to it, you don't get used to it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm just hoping the car makes it there. I don't list of things they do to the car still.
I saw that video. You might as well just...
No, it's not that bad. But listen, someone wrote down a comment. It said, unbolt the exhaust from the header to the cat and fill it with either chicken wire or some sort of mesh metal stuff. But listen, he said it'll completely muffle everything. I'm curious now to try it. And
then when they turn your car on to run it,
but I can only assume...
and it builds up so much back pressure, it blows the cylinder. Yeah, it'll be quiet, okay, because it's running on 2 cylinders.
Listen, man, I ran it on 2 cylinders before.
Your best bet is to take that exhaust off.
That's what I'm
Put something completely stock on.
I'm curious to try it though. He said it works, no problem. I'm gonna go with a video of what
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
It's on YouTube somewhere. I'll tell you later on.
God. This guy.
We'll have to
what does this car look like?
I want to look it up.
What does this car look like?
I'll look it up and see what happens.
Listen. What happens when you don't listen?
Listen, Greg, I want to talk about it.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know you don't.
This is a good question. This next one from VFR Star. It says, first, I'd like to say you guys have the best Mark III content on YouTube, so please keep the vids coming.
Wait. There's more?
Your Rehab has a boosted 12 valve, which is dope. But other than that, the Home Mechanic has a VR6. I've talked to him a few times.
Yeah, well, he's
a VR6.
He's different.
He's way higher than VR.
That's different.
But other than that, I mean, there's a couple. I mean, I've seen Mark III videos, but no one's. I guess in a sense, no one's really doing what we're doing.
Nobody's doing it.
I guess I see it. We appreciate it. We plan to continue. The question is, what do you guys think about a 2.08 valve to 16 valve conversion? And does anyone in the Mark III squad have one? No one has one, but we just talked about this because Omar, with the Ventamelon right on the screen, he wants that swap because the 16 valve is a European style engine, and he wants to have that full vento, like full vento everything, bumpers, and a 16 valve swap.
He's a conversion. To my knowledge, you can't put a 16 valve head on an 8 valve bottom end, the US spec. If you're going to do that, you might as well just go VR or boost a 2.0, or if you're lucky, have somebody ship you over an ABF 16 valve. Yeah. That is the holy grail. That's what a lot of people want because it's a super peppy engine. Yep. And those motors,
they look cool
out of the box in probably a Golf or something. It's probably going to be a VR. It just is.
They look really cool. And they look good. That's why we just talked about this because Omar said the only swap he'll ever do in his car from his 8 valve because he loves that thing. We'll swap into a 16 valve to have the full Vento Mark III over here, which is cool. And I've seen a bunch that are over here. Normally I source them from. I'm sure you can source them through somebody. But yeah.
Do you want to spend that money?
So what's your end thoughts on that swap?
I would love to have an ABF in a GTI.
Like what year? Mark III?
Yeah, stripped out. Completely.
Gutted race car?
Yeah, gutted.
I don't really have much experience with this car. Actually, no. Eurotripper 3 years ago, who had the 16 valve with the ITBs on it? Parked by Highway Star, was it them? Sick Mark 1 race car, 16 valve with ITBs on it. It was nasty. I've never driven one or really rode in one at all, honestly, but they look cool. So I mean, I would say if you can get one for not an arm and a leg, do it.
The problem is the shipping. You can buy the motor for like $100. Who cares?
Probably.
Shipping it over here is because we'll get into shipping parts of it. I'm pretty sure we will. Somebody probably asked that.
Yeah.
That is a nightmare sometimes.
Yeah, it is. This question's directed towards you because my car's already bagged.
Uh-oh.
From Mr. Navigates. Speaking of which, Mr. Navigates, his car.
Oh, don't talk about it.
I have to talk about it.
Don't.
I'm gonna bring it up.
I'm gonna cry.
I'll put a picture right here on the screen.
Don't do it.
Let's take a moment of silence. Just go ahead, a moment of silence real quick. Just because, like, oh my goodness. So he was at a basketball game, right? Mm-hmm. Basketball game downtown somewhere. I'm not sure where he lives.
This is my biggest fear.
Car parked on the street. It's looking good. Aired out.
Minding your business.
You're inside watching the game. Everything's fine. You come out and somebody... Dude, looks like someone had like a giant blade and just like hacked at the back corner. You know what I mean? Like, what hits like that? Let's say like a big brush guard on the front, but like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, because
that's deep. Like that's like, dude. Well, the bright side though, his back right wheel didn't get touched.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Like, hey Brian, your wheels made it. But
man, that sucks, dude. I saw
that car can be fixed. I've seen it way worse be fixed, but
I was like, man, that sucks. And the same day, the red Cabrio got smacked.
Yeah.
Back left wheel ripped the other way.
The thing is, this technology age is really, as much as it's helped people, it is going to be the death of a lot of people.
If you can't multitask,
it's not even multitasking. Here's the thing.
People don't pay attention
You're sitting behind the wheel and you're in control of a 3,000 pound death machine. You gotta be a little bit more responsible. Your text messages don't matter. Yeah. All that crap doesn't matter. Because guess what? They will be there when you stop. If you can't, just pull over. Pull over. Because you don't care about your leased mom van or whatever it is you're driving, your Ford Escape or your Ford Taurus, whatever the crap you're driving that you don't care about, that you send through car washes, and I've seen people clean their entire car
with Windex.
With the windshield scrubbers at like 7-Eleven.
Gas station.
Yeah, like the squeegee.
Just going in.
Dude, you don't care about your car? Great, that's fine. You have other things you're worried about.
That's hard.
I care about mine.
Yeah.
The last thing I need is for me to be driving my car, minding my business, and some teenager or some young punk or some mom who's, what am I going to make for dinner, and crashes into my car that I've spent so much time.
If you're in Florida, 9 out of 10 times that driver has no insurance.
Yeah.
Welcome to Florida.
Welcome to Florida. Because they'll tell you, you need an uninsured motorist insurance.
Oh my God.
But the thing is, they hit your car and then it's, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't give me back my time. Car, yes, the car can be replaced. Blah, blah, blah. That's what everybody says. You know what? No, it can't.
The source, if someone ran into my car, that's my worst nightmare.
I'm going to jail.
If someone, yo, fact, I'm beating someone to death first. But something at the back of my car, sourcing those parts again, impossible. If my spoiler got cracked and destroyed,
Oh, yeah, it's done.
I would have to mold that one back together. That's the only one. It's not happening again.
Can you find parts? Yes. Can we find another Mark III body? Yes.
Can we get back the time
want
to work
to go
and blood,
all
sweat, and
through
tears?
that? It's
Nope.
come on, man. Be a little bit more responsible and just put your phone down. It's not that serious.
But getting back on topic, the question at hand originally was, when are you bagging the Jetta? That's towards you, because my car's already bagged. Which you started on. You started on a little while ago, but go ahead and elaborate on what you're saying a little bit.
The car will be bagged when it's bagged.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Life happens.
Yeah.
We got a wife and kid, you know what I'm saying? Next year we're trying to get into a house. Another house.
Exciting.
So, am I worried about bagging a car that I drive now just on the weekend because it's too loud to drive every day because I'll wake up the whole neighborhood? It's not really a priority. It's really not. If the car was sitting at stock height, then I could be like, okay, I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
But the car rides pretty darn good on the CX racing coilovers.
His car rides like a dream, dude. It just like cruises out. We took his car
It's fun.
at the Fix Fest and we were just like chilling, ripping it, no problem.
Car doesn't need it. Do I want it? It's a cool toy, but guess what? Don't need it. Other people will think, I gotta have air, I gotta have air. You have air and then you use it.
Yeah.
Hector has air in his Golf and
Continue your thought.
he barely airs out his car. It's not really a thing that if it happens, it happens, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it, I bought my air ride.
But, before you say, if you guys want to donate to that,
Yeah, if you want to send parts,
listen, I will put up my PayPal information.
you just send it on over.
Listen, how many subscribers you got? Like 6,000 now, something like that?
5,000 something.
You're 5,000 plus my like.
Everyone
600
donated
something.
$1. We get a lot of things done real quick.
Put $1 in. Everybody who watches this video, put $1 in. You know what? I'll bag the car. How
I
about
will
that?
boost my VR6. I will build a whole.
I'll do what you want.
But I will say, I bought my air ride almost like 3 or 4 years ago, I want to say.
Dang, I'm out.
I wouldn't know. Sucks, man. I bought my air ride like 3 or 4 years ago, and I loved it. It hurt. Buying it hurt. But again, I don't have a family to support. It was just me. I worked 2 jobs, I made my own money. I could do that, and I really didn't have too much else. I had bills like rent to pay, but I didn't have too much else to handle, so it was okay for me to do that. I got yelled at though. My mom was not happy. Bro, she was not happy.
At that point, you gotta lie and be like, it only cost me $800.
You can't lie. It's bank account statement minus $1,900. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? No say. But in the beginning, this is off topic too, but she's come around to like what we do with my car. She'll say that sometimes, but like she like, oh, that looks good. This doesn't look good. She's excited to hear about what I'm doing, so that's cool. But I will say the air ride for me, why I bought air ride because I was driving my car every single day. And it sucked not being able to go over certain places or this and that. People in the back seat of your car, rub the wheels. It sucks. So me buying air made my car usable for everyday use. So I could drive it, put people in the car, no problem, go wherever I needed to go. And then it came showtime or we're going to park, air out, done, good to go. That's why I went with it because it made my only car at the time, which I drove that car for 5+ years. Every single day, I needed it. Because I wasn't about to raise the car.
You didn't really need it. You wanted it.
I wanted it, but
you can get places in Florida.
I justified it.
You can justify it. Yeah,
I justified
listen,
it.
there's justification
that's
for everything.
Part, I justified it.
That is not. Listen, if you got it, do it.
All right, I think we got one more in here. This is funny. This is from J16. You already saw this one. J16 Carcass or Carcass? I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. It says, Christian, why is Greg so Yoda like it never smiles? Yeah. What's your deal, man? Smile.
I'm smiling right now.
Greg smiles all the time.
I know. Get off my back. here's the thing. It's all fun and games
Enlighten us, Yoda.
Until there's a camera on in your face, and you have to think about what you're gonna say. Yeah. So you're not doing which I still do, even though I took a speech class in college.
I took an online speech class.
It just listen. If you know me and you talk to me for any amount of time, you will know that I'm not quiet.
We joke all the time.
And I'm probably the funniest person I know. Listen,
I wouldn't go that far.
That's a fact. I'm usually the little bit, I could be a little the louder one.
Yeah. Continue your thought, mister, on the funniest one. Go ahead. Continue your thoughts.
The point is, I do. And if you talk to me for any amount of time, you more than likely will be laughing.
Yeah, Greg talks a lot. He does.
See, on this channel, on Christian's channel, it's a little bit more, we have work to do recently.
Yeah, it was basically the last 3 months. It's been too long.
Come on, let's go get some, we were on a time crunch, so it's more like, we don't really have time to be BSing and stuff. On my channel, some people were like, oh, this is the first time I saw you laugh in my last video when I did the stereo and the Accord. Like, oh, I've never seen you cut up. Like, I was at the end of the video and there was somebody else to talk to. I'm not going to laugh by myself because that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So, if we're here and Christian's here, we can laugh, we'll have jokes, and they'll be on camera. If I'm home by myself doing whatever, it's like, am I going to crack a joke to the camera?
Yeah. Well, what you guys miss, though, and we're in between filming videos and this and that, we'll talk for hours sometimes.
Lengths.
And we'll be crying about stuff.
Oh,
and then it'll be time to pause for a second, let's film this segment real quick,
and
then we're back to that. But we have things to get done, and we can work and talk, but I can't work, talk, and film at the same time. If we had a camera guy, you guys would see the real Christian and Greg. Because I don't know if you guys are ready for that. Because if we had a camera guy to follow all of us for our building,
wouldn't be ready for that.
It'd be a lot.
First of all, it'd be highly edited.
Oh yeah.
Because
highly edited.
Listen, I talk a certain way when I'm around like my friends, and then there's maybe a different way when I know my kid might watch a video that I put up.
You know what's funny? I can't remember who it was. I was around somebody, I think it was at one of Caleb's friends. But I cussed about something. Mm-hmm. And he's like, whoa. I didn't think you ever cussed. And on camera, on vlog, I don't. Not because I was trying to be fake or hide it, but I don't know who's on the other side of the screen. I don't know who's watching.
It could be a kid watching.
I know a lot of the younger kids as well. I've met at Ace Cafe or at car shows, they watch the videos. I want to keep it very respectful for them and their parents. I just don't want to come off like that. But if you know us personally, things get a little crazy sometimes. And we'll just leave it at that.
Very,
I finished the questions on here. Do you have some on there?
Yeah.
So these ones were done. Also, guys, if you want to participate in the next one we do, drop questions whenever. I'll post a picture like today. If you want to drop a question there, we'll go.
It's going to be interesting when we go live. We do a live.
Oh man.
Oh buddy. Anyways, from Lorenzo Barcello. I want to say Barcello. Anyway, Zoe from Jacksonville.
Oh,
he's the one with the whole bunch of marks.
With the freaking 288 cam?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He says, what was your inspiration behind becoming a VW enthusiast?
I don't think you try to be a VW enthusiast. It just sucks you in and then you just die. Basically.
I would just say the first time first car was a Honda Civic. Drove that for a while, loved it. That was back in 99, 2000.
The VTEC
days. It was a 93 EX.
Did you have VTEC though?
Oh, I had a 96 EX, 95 EX.
Okay. As long as you actually had
VTEC,
you're fine.
Sunroof, everything.
Dang.
At the time, I was like, yo, you had an EX, you were the man, you were balling, even though it was a
2 or 4 door. It was a 2
4-door. It was a
4-door?
I've always pretty much had 4 doors.
I'm a fan of 4-door cars. I like them.
At the time, it was like you could fit more people in it. Drove that car for a little bit, was racing it, and crashed it. So, needed to find a new car. I went to a dealership just somewhere. This is when I lived in New York. And I walked in. For some reason, I just passed by and I saw some cars and I stopped. No lie. There was a 96 GL white. I mean, beautiful white with 16-inch OZ wheels. Not lowered.
I want to pause real quick. What's crazy is you went to a dealership and found a Mark III. That's crazy.
That's how old this was. It was like a little mom and pop used car thing. But
yeah.
There. And was parked right behind it was a black on black GTI VR6. Lowered.
They had two at one place? Oh
two.
My God.
Lowered on the stock wheels. The mesh BBS type.
Yeah.
It looked real good. Now, I didn't know nothing about Volkswagen.
That's when I bought my first one. I didn't know either.
But looking at the two cars, I was like, I know I want one of these two cars. But I was like, let me take the Jetta because 4-door and wheels.
Yeah.
Should have bought the VR6. That would have been, I may have, well, I could have possibly still had that car, but who knows. Anyway, I've always been a Honda person since before that. I opened the door to take this car for a test drive. When I closed the door, it made a different kind of thud.
Yo, the first time, if you've never had a Volkswagen, ever watched this, if you've never been in a Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes.
It's a different noise.
When you shut that door, it goes poof, and you're like, what?
The window didn't rattle like in the
solid.
Civic. You didn't hear no other noise. When that thing closed, it was quiet in the cabin. I took the car for a test drive. It drove. It was 2.0 and it was nice. You felt the torque that a Honda didn't have. Not like a 2.0 has a lot of torque, but you can feel the power difference between a 1.6 and the 2 liter.
Yeah.
And that was the car, and I bought it. And I had that car for like a month and a half before I lost control on a wet road.
You're showing a streak here, Greg.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean? Yeah, well, listen. The race wasn't my fault. The crash after the race wasn't my fault because a lady freaked out and she turned her car into us racing and hit me. The car just lost control on a wet highway in New York, and
that sucks.
The front got hit. Would have been able to been saved. But somebody came afterwards and smashed to the back of it.
Dang.
Folded the rear end, and then,
Lord.
which at that time I was like, yes, I'm gonna have somebody to pay for the whole damage, everything. He backed up and left.
Bro.
With his car in pieces, he backed up and took off.
So he had no insurance. He's like, you know what?
Hit and run. More than likely, he didn't have insurance because New York too, and that was it. And ever since then, it was. Then I had another 90. I had a 95 2 liter. That one was done up. New Speed springs, Bilstein shocks, Koenig tantrum wheels, the real ones. It had the interior from a GLX. It was black. That car was fast. It had New Speed chip in it. I love that car. Then when I was getting ready to move down here, I was like, was kind of growing out of the import scene a little bit. Wanted something a little bit bigger because I was getting older, and I was like, I'm gonna drive around an old Jetta. Sold the car, moved to Florida, got back into bigger. I bought a Millennia, and I was into like the bigger cars with the wheels and stuff like that. Everybody was like, oh man, the car's so nice, and I rocked that for a little while, and then got back into imports. Honda Civic, 4-door Acura Integra, and then I sold the Civic with a B16 swap. I sold that and bought Christine. She was black. I was like 7.
I never knew it was black. I met you when it was blue. That was in 2012.
Yeah.
That was 6 years ago. That's a long time.
Bro.
Long time.
That car's got some layers of paint on it.
My car's just we've got some. If we should, it'd be a toss up to strip both our cars down. So how far we can get down.
Well, it's gonna be.
And mine's gonna be our
black,
cars are both
blue,
black at the bottom.
Yeah, black, blue, green. So it's been painted 3 times, give or take. But yeah, and then once you get into the community like this and you start getting these cars, like I know Christian from owning this car, Omar.
I don't know a lot
Hector.
of people, dude.
The whole Mark III squad, I know them from owning this car. If I start naming the names of people that I've met, that I know, that I talk to almost on a regular basis, even online,
on.
It's all because of this car.
Yep.
Because when I moved down here, I didn't know anybody. I met Omar at a Dub Empire meet back in the day where everybody kind of knew each other a little bit, and I rolled up in a completely stock VR6, didn't know anybody, and Omar was the first person that came up to me and talked to me, and that was years ago. So, and then you just get the like. I mean, I like nice cars, so if I see a nice car, I like it if it's nice. So like air cooled stuff, I can rock with that. I can rock with anything. I can go to a Mustang.
Anything put together nicely.
It. Yeah. I just stay away from the curb.
And me.
I like my legs.
Yeah, you've been in the cardio more than I have.
Well, because I'm older.
Yeah. Well, I got my first car, Miley, is still my car, which is a car. It's funny because it's crazy how much of a turn buying your first car can take you. Because I was between two cars. I want a car from Fast and Furious. I love the movie, but I love Jesse's Jetta. I just love that car. Someday I still will make a car into that just because I love that car. I always have loved that car. And then Brian's Eclipse. Love both cars. I actually found an Eclipse 97, the all-wheel drive one. I want to say it was a turbo all-wheel drive one. Yeah.
GST.
GST. Yeah, I think it was GST. He had the whole body kit minus the wing, and it was painted silver. But he wanted more money than I had, and he wanted to come down on it. So all right, I can't get that. And I love Jettas as well. And then I found my car. The same thing as you. Mm-hmm. If I would have known what I know now, I would have bought a VR6 back then. But I didn't know. The car was a 97. It was my price range. Had 150,000 miles on it. It was clean. It was a stick shift. What I wanted. I was like, we're good to go. Have roof access and that. Went and saw it. Got the car. But if I wouldn't have got that car that day and never had a Mark III, look at this wall. All these parts. This probably wouldn't be here. Man, I might have got one eventually, but it would have been a whole different path of how things would have turned out. Yeah. It's crazy how one decision goes so far.
And you probably know more people in I hate saying this Volkswagen scene, but everybody we know that we deal with in probably easily the last 5 years is because of our cars.
Yeah.
100%.
All the places I have traveled to, people I've met, all things I've gotten to do. Because I bought that car. Now, granted, we've also made our cars what they are. We've gone places, but without the tool of the vehicle, you wouldn't be able to go. It wouldn't be what it is.
Yeah, I'd be probably going to Honda shows, Honda Import Nights, and trying to do something with a Civic or RSX or something right now.
What's crazy is
probably something bigger. Who knows?
Yeah, when I got my car, all I wanted was new wheels. And a little bit lower. That's all I wanted. And now we're here.
Florida, bro.
Dude, I'll never forget. I had my car on my wheels. They're plastic and blue at the time. But I went and got my springs heated. And I lowered the car. And I still had probably my car, for heated springs, my car rode amazing. They didn't bounce like some cars do. It rode
so man's trying to kill himself is all I'm saying.
It rode fine. But the thing is, that's all I wanted. And I just wanted a little bit lower. And I was like, yo, my car's probably still had 2.5 fingers through. And I was like, yo, my car's so low. I can't come get you. I'm going to scrape. I'm going to get stuck. I can't do it. It was hilarious.
You guys got to walk. I can't take it.
It was funny. And it's funny how far it's come since then until now. And how far I still wanted to go. Which it's going to continue. I'm never going to stop or get rid of that car.
Never. All right.
What's you got? I have another one that came in on via.
I have a question. Well, this question can actually go for both of us too.
Let's hear it.
From Elroy Vanderkruck. Why do you?
That's funny.
Why are you laughing at Elroy's name, bro?
I don't know. Go continue.
Are you gonna do more mods to the Mark V? I would imagine you're talking about my wife's Mark V, and yes. And no. Here's the reason why I'll say yes. Because it's the only car that's only slightly modified. And then eventually I'm going to run out of content. So yes, I will do things to her car. Actual. And she, although she's not big into cars,
she wants to do stuff.
She can appreciate a modified car. And she wants her car to look nice. When we bought that car, it was completely stock. And I don't think it was 3 hours after we bought it home, she was like, I want my car lowered with wheels. And then I went through that process. And her car was, I think I bought KW's.
Very nice.
No, not KW. ST. ST suspension
ST's on the one.
On her car. And I had put, what wheels did I put? The Detroit wheels. I put Detroit's on it.
GTI wheels, yeah.
Yeah, and I slammed it, and we took that car to Solo that year.
Yep.
And as basic as it was, it looked nice rolling down the street.
Yeah, sure.
And since then, haven't really done anything to the car. I've had to like raise it up because of wheels and this and that. And she's been driving the car. She drives the car every day, so you can't just have it low all the time. But I do plan to make it nice again, so she can enjoy it. Now I don't want to do too much because eventually I do want to get rid of it because she wants a new Tiguan.
Those are dope.
So there's that. If it was stick, I'd say I'd keep it and then do stuff to it. But it's automatic, and we've had the car for about 5 years. And the only thing I've ever had to change in that car, the lock cylinder for the ignition once, and the coils.
Yeah.
Other than that, the car's got 200 and something thousand miles.
It's chilling.
And it's a 2.5, 5-cylinder, and we can't kill it.
It's chilling.
I have no issues. That car, I would probably gonna keep that car till
it's a car. It's like the modern 2.0. It just doesn't.
Never gonna die. Never gonna die. I would put that motor in a Mark 3.
That'd be a pretty cool motor. I think people would do it. I think so far. I think one or two have done it so far.
Yeah, not many people do. I'm not sure.
It's
why.
more about the harder thing, I guess, that I get, or people just don't really know about it too much. And they want one. That's a good motor though. Like, it's
unbreakable. It is the new 2-liter.
Yeah, it really is. It's a good motor. I like it.
People out here tripping.
And I guess I can answer that question a little bit. I have a Mark 5. If I was staying here in the States, yes, I would want to do a lot more to that car. I'm leaving in like 5 months, 5.5 months, 6 months around there. I'm not putting money into that car. It's a daily. It's perfect what I need. It's got a slight exhaust on it. It sounds good. That's it. No, that car will get sold before I leave. Or if someone at the house wants it, they can have it. But that is what it is.
All right.
Let's do 2 more. So you can do one. I'll pull this last one.
I got plenty.
Well, we're. I mean, we do all of them.
We're going, bro.
Okay, fine.
It's full send.
Go ahead.
Next time we go, listen. Again, Brian, who navigates, whose car, rest in peace. He asked, when am I going big turbo on the Mark III? Brian, probably no.
On the screen right here, our PayPal's. If you want to go ahead, like I said, if y'all trying to donate some money,
you want to see content?
You want to see just whatever?
Let's be clear. Let's be, okay, 100% honest.
Try to get real.
YouTubers, okay, they're making money on the videos that you see.
Yeah.
That's how they fund
more videos.
Which fund more videos and more car parts.
So if Adam LZ goes out and buys a car, that video pays for that car and then some.
Easily.
If he just posted a video today of his $13,000, all these new Sonic garage drawers, beautiful stuff, $13,000. That video paid for itself.
Much less the advertising that the company probably gave him this stuff.
Exactly. Not saying we're
almost free.
That's just what it gets to. Once you get to that level, that's just what it is with YouTube. You buy something, the video covers that, and then some, and you do your next thing. That's how it goes. We're not in that boat yet.
No.
Like the boat's way over there. We're back over here like a little raft. It's hanging on.
I'm not in that state.
we're not there yet. We're doing our thing. We're having fun with our car, but we are not there yet.
If that was the case, then you would be seeing every other week, we'd be buying cars and modifying and then giving them away.
If that was the case, my car would not be in the situation it's in right now. My car would have been, first of all, for paint, my car would have been sent to Sean in Jacksonville. My car would be glass. I'm talking
turbo
glass.
3.6.
And now my car went down to Tampa. Miguel, I want to boost it 3.6. Make it happen. When it's ready, let me know.
But you know, bank accounts, they hold you
Again,
back.
I'm like, yo, I want my account's like, you know what? Yo, what we want to do?
Chill, fam.
Slow down.
Chill.
We're not doing any of that stuff. So, we're at. I think we do pretty good.
Yeah.
Look, we do this on the weekends. We both work jobs every single day, and we still do this. It's hard to be able to do both.
Yeah.
Most people don't.
Once we get to that point where you're able to do one, and do what you really like to do, which is tinker and modify with cars, I will do it. But to go back and answer the question, because we really do tangent.
We're not getting this. That's not a topic.
No, people love this stuff.
It's fine.
Turbo, as far as a forced induction, I probably would lean towards a supercharger than turbo, just because reliability. I don't want to.
But since we're in this fantasy land of just whatever you want, if you can do supercharger or big turbo on your car, not worry about anything breaking, blah blah blah, your trans gonna blow, your ass gonna snap.
Oh, come on.
What would you go with?
Turbo.
Turbo.
There's a reason why, like, people like Kyle, who just
Listen, I don't want to
when somebody tells you like,
I don't want to talk about Kyle's car.
I got 500.
Kyle's car looks too good.
I got 500 horsepower. I'm like, yeah. What else would you do? A little bit of top end.
Kyle had 500 horsepower on 3 cylinders back when his 12 valve was boosted. He's gonna have so much stupid. I don't want to talk about Kyle's car because his car is beautiful.
You know what, Kyle? We're not talking about your car because your car's too nice.
Kyle has more money and the chrome plating on his engine than my entire car. That car is beautiful. That car is like, it's here. We're gonna do a list with you guys. My camera's flashing. Hold on.
Flashing again.
Yeah, we're back for the 5th time.
That's fine.
That's fine.
All right. Well, let's not harp on every subject for too long. Okay. Larry Lowe's. That's a good name. What's it like living in northern Florida?
We're not in North Florida.
I don't know. We're in Central Florida, dude.
Yeah. So if you
Orlando area.
Orlando, Kissimmee, St. Cloud, that area, we're right smack in the middle.
Yeah. If I was in northern Florida, I'd move to Georgia, and then I'd just be living in Georgia.
I'll be in North Florida Sunday. I'll be in Jacksonville Sunday. But yeah, we're in Central Florida. But you like, if you don't know where Florida things are, just think Orlando. Yeah. That's us.
Disney, bro.
Disney. That's our area. Because no one knows where St. Cloud is ever, and no one can say Kissimmee. So
you know, back in the days when I used to hear commercials about this area. It was like Kissimmee, St. Cloud. I was like, is that one thing, or who gives a town 2 names? You guys idiots. But listen. Anyways, all right, Tyler.
Was it Mr. VRT Tyler?
This is VRT Tyler.
With his slow car?
Well,
at least his car runs.
It's the slowest because it doesn't run.
Yeah, actually
the Jetta doesn't run.
The Jetta's going to be dope. Well, the Jetta doesn't run because he pulled the engine out and he's in building. It's going to be dope. Running. It'll be dope. Yeah, his car's the same boat as my car.
The GTI, I'm a fan of that car.
GTI is dope, dude. He's going to wrap the car soon. I don't know if I exposed you.
Leave it green.
Whatever.
Leave it green.
The green's beautiful. I told him that. But
okay. He asked me tips on shaving this damn bay because he's shaving the bay on the Jetta. I will tell you, like I've told everybody else, shouldn't have started it. If you started it, stop. If you can't, listen, honestly, take your time. Take your time. If you're gonna wire tuck the harness, which obviously you're gonna do, 1 wire at a time. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna send it out, better to send it out to somebody who knows what they're doing. If you're not confident in your soldering skills, take your time. Cut 1 wire, extend it. Cut the next wire, extend it. That way you're not just hacking through your harness, and then next thing you know, you forget a wire or you have a bad solder joint, and then guess what? You have a paperweight and you're never gonna find it, and then you're done. All of my wires are soldered and joined underneath the driver fender.
Driver side fender, yeah.
And then the extension probably ends up right underneath the
front support, right?
Probably about there.
Yeah, that's where yours goes too.
So I've extended everything about, I think, 18 to 20 inches every wire.
Measure twice, cut once.
And solder better.
Solder really good. And heat shrink on top of your solder and then wrap it on top of that.
Come on, bro. If you're not going to do it the right way, don't, because
you remember,
car's going to be a paperweight.
You remember Larry's VR6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the person before that, that car has a lot of bad blow with us. We get a little irritated with that car, but
this is how I feel about that car.
They had like partially shaved the bay and like wire tucked it a little bit, but when you walk, like you said, you've extended yours 18 to 20 inches. There's a set amount, so everything fits nicely. They had, I kid you not,
3 miles
of thick, like 2 gauge
I've never
wire.
seen anything.
And instead of cutting it into size so it fits like snug, they just like looped it and looped it and looped it, and we're like, when we changed the transmission, I have a video somewhere. We changed the transmission on that car. We were like, yo, what's going on down here? Because
there were so many wires. We couldn't take the front rat support off.
We didn't know where it went.
We didn't know. We were too worried.
There was like
scared.
45,000 grounds and this thick 2 gauge wire everywhere. The one thick blue wire that went. So imagine the front rat support, not rat support. Well, rat support, yeah. Mm-hmm. On American rat support.
The lower
probably like
member.
This big. That blue wire went back and forth at least 4 times. At least 4 times.
More than that, probably.
Probably more than that. And there was more wires under that. It was a giant mess.
It was all connected. We were so scared that if we disconnected anything, the car wouldn't start again. So we just left it, and we dropped it down.
We dropped it down.
Yeah, we had to drop it was
talking about that car. Talking about the TDI, because the TDI also pisses me off greatly, and I still want to talk about the TDI either.
Yeah, we just leave it alone.
Did you have more? Oh,
I did.
That's one.
That was funny.
I'm talking about that freaking car. It pisses me off to no end.
I'm gonna try and pronounce this. Maybe it's FLA, cause for Florida and Murmercini. Anyways, Flamurmercini.
Lamborghini?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Lamborghini. What got you into VW car culture? We already pretty much talked about that. It's just
Like
we just ended up with the cars and we liked them.
Once you're in, you kind of get sucked in. For the most part, the Volkswagen community is pretty cool. I think when people
80%.
With that, a lot of people. I see a lot of comments still. I'm glad I left the car scene. Car scene sucks. If the car scene sucks for you, you're with the wrong people.
100%.
Facts. Like if you have like all this drama, blah blah blah, you're with the wrong people. We don't have no drama. Our whole group, there's no drama. Everyone's chill, friendly. Our families hang out. We do stuff together. If you are, for years now, if you are having this, I hate the car scene, it sucks, you are with the wrong people.
Or it might be you.
It very well might be you.
It might be you.
It's a fact. So if you're having issue with the car scene itself, reevaluate who your friends are, what your friends are doing.
Easy. Yep.
That's all it is.
And don't listen.
The car scene doesn't suck. The car scene's not dead. The car scene will never, ever, ever die.
Not going anywhere. And there's too many good people to let it die. But there are a few people that
there's some punk kids.
Here's an example.
Oh, here we go.
20 or 30,000 people every year used to drive to Helen for an awesome car show.
Oh yeah, here we go. Y'all messed it up.
Few hundred.
Saturday night.
Wrecked it for the rest of the thousands and thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the car scene is. You can't just go and enjoy something. Somebody will give you an inch and you took a mile.
No. You
screwed everything up.
Helen Saturday night, these people took a continent. Like it was, I described it as Project X in cars. Because I saw TVs thrown out of a second story window of a hotel. People stole a tow truck.
We're not going to get into that.
Y'all crazy. But listen.
Everybody knows what happened. The point is, few people can mess it up for a lot of people, and there's people that want to come into the scene or that are in it want to leave because of those few people.
We have a lot of good points. We're very off topic. We have a lot of good points, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, why is it doing that? Mr. Dubla Photos. Mr. Dub LA Photos _photos. What future generation would you consider building next aside from a Mark III?
I want to build all of them. At some point.
It's just pretty much it, dude.
If I bought another Jetta, I love Mark IV GLIs because that's one of the most beautiful stock cars of all time. But I want a Mark I Jetta Coupe because it's just dope.
Mark I, pretty much, I think it'd probably be a Rabbit. Mark II, I want a big bumper GTI.
I don't think it's just Jettas, but yeah, I agree.
Mark IV.
I had a Mark I Rabbit.
I had a Mark IV for a few months.
We fit that entire freaking engine hoist in the back of that car.
We sure did.
That car's a tank.
The cars are cool when they're perfectly and everything's running nice. They're nice cars. Mark IV is.
Smell like crayons.
I think, yeah, but the whole, you know what? The whole Volkswagen has this thing where every car has its issues. The whole dash melting in a Mark IV is a thing with me. Like the car just needed help. Mark V, I can do my wife's, but like I said, we may or may not keep it. So I probably wouldn't do a Mark V because I'm just not a huge fan of the platform. I'm really just not. Mark VI I own, which I happen to love.
That car is a great car. It's a great car.
I absolutely love it.
Casey's, we drove to Texas. That's a freaking great car.
I don't know if
you've never been a Mark VI GTI, drive one. Just go drive one. It's a great car.
Mark VII, I haven't messed around with or anything yet.
I actually drove one. I've driven two. I've driven a Mark VII TDI 4-door Golf and a Mark VII GTI, both DSG. Great car. Amazing seats. Great car.
In all reality, my wife drove my GTI and she was like, oh, she likes this thing.
She was about to buy it right away.
Here's the thing. I have no problem with giving her that one and then going getting a Mark VII.
There you go.
This is facts. This is what I'm trying to do.
Get you an R.
But I want to build one of every car. I want to build one of every car in existence. You know why? Because that's how I want it. That's what I am.
We love cars. It's as simple as that.
Anything I own, I have to modify it because...
Who likes to be boring?
Maybe I have a problem.
Yeah, it's boring. I don't like being in the belts.
Okay. Ricardo Leone. When Like, when are you coming to Puerto Rico to have a wonderful vacation and introduce you to the crew and ride through the island in a wave of pure Mark IIIs?
There are some dope cars in Puerto Rico. There are a lot of nice.
There are a lot of nice cars in Puerto Rico. And before Hector and Rafa moved here, they were in Puerto Rico.
They know most of you guys.
Which is funny. Do some research. I don't know if you can do some research. Maybe you can, or maybe you can't. One day I'm gonna go through and show you guys
the old pictures of their cars.
Old pictures of the cars that Rafa and Hector owned, and when you see them, you're gonna be like, "Oh crap,
that's them."
Those cars are famous." Plain and simple. Baby blue Mark III with pink wheels
and the green one, right?
And the green one.
Yep.
Hector owned gorgeous cars. Hector builds nice ass cars. Plain and simple. Anyway, we're talking about going to Puerto Rico with the wife.
I want to go
the other day, just because she's like, "Let's go to Puerto Rico." I'm like, you know what? I have no problem with going to Puerto Rico.
You let me know when, and I'll try and book it as well. I want to go. I've always wanted to go. It's beautiful there. It looks crazy but beautiful there. I want to go.
Maybe soon. I'm gonna have to get with her and talk to her and see what we can do. Anyway, any future upgrades for the Mark III and what? What kind of question is that?
That's
of course.
too broad of a question.
Oh, sorry. Shawner GTX. Don't ask questions you already know the answer to, bro.
That's too broad of a question.
Come on, bro.
Go on for the next 45 minutes.
But I will say immediately, Corrado wing.
Yeah, we need to get on that. I'm excited to start. Hole through your trunk. I'm excited. Right? That paint.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Tyler Tiffany 237. First of all, Tyler, if you're sharing your Instagram with your girlfriend or your wife, good luck. Okay, he says best mods to do to a 2.0. Already did cam.
You're done. Turbo kit. With anything naturally aspirated, especially these older engines, it is so hard to build horsepower. Unless you want to pull the entire engine apart, bore it out, make it a bigger size, bigger pistons, cam it out, big valve. I mean, even all of that stuff, there's a whole Ride on Vortex, how to build a fast 2.0. And the first thing it says is swap to a VR6 or turbo to kit the car. Seriously though, it's better price efficient because you can build a fast 2.0. Do not get me wrong. You can build a fast 2.0.
No.
Turbo, a boosted 2.0.
You can build a quick 2.0.
No, there's fast boosted 2.0s, but all motor 2.0s, they're quick.
Yeah, they're quick. No.
But you just can't get enough displacement to put enough power down.
I would always say, before you do anything to your car and modify this or whatever, think about what you want out of whatever it is that you're doing. I do car systems. People say, "Oh, I want a car system." Okay, well,
what do you want?
Do you want just something a little bit higher than factory?
Do you want to full send plexiglass windows?
Yeah, exactly. You want to make people ears bleed and set off car alarms. Know what you want and then build towards that. I don't know how much power you're trying to be. How fast are you trying to be? I don't know. You said you have a cam in it. Did you do a chip? Probably not. That would have been probably the next. I would install the chip the same time with the cam.
Matching cam.
Depending on what size cam. I would have obviously intake, exhaust, headers.
You do lightweight lifters.
You did a cam. Did you do a cam gear so you can mess with the timing?
Adjustable. You can do
there's
more
a lot
fuel.
Of things, more fuel. You know, once you advance the timing, you can do that. Better spark plugs, better wires. There's a lot of things that you can do to 2.0s to make them feel faster and feel a little bit quicker. So, yeah. But best bang for the buck, I mean, people cringe at when they hear people say, buy an eBay turbo kit. I know a guy who bought an eBay turbo kit, paid a little bit more money to upgrade the Garrett turbo to a little bigger one, and he was beating VRs on like 8 pounds of boost with his family in the car, and it was a 4-door Golf, and he drove that car for years.
One of the first that I remember when I first bought my car, a guy my dad worked with had a Mark III. It was painted silver and blue. He had an eBay turbo kit, bone stock 2.0. This man ran 22 PSI in this car every single day for like years before he finally lifted the head a little bit.
That's a testament.
22 PSI on a
Testament to that
2.0,
2.0,
and this man drove that car, and he finally lifted the head a little bit. But I mean, boost your car.
Turbo. You can buy a turbo kit right now for a 2.0, I think maybe for like $400.
$400 on eBay right now.
Slap it in your car.
Have fun.
Drive it. If it torches if the if the turbo falls apart and it roasts your motor, you go buy another motor for $150.
Yeah. But I think if the turbo gets installed properly and the engine's still decently healthy, you should be fine. If you're not trying to run big boost.
The problem with the eBay kit and all that other stuff, the intercooler, all that stuff's the same for a $4,000 kit. The only difference is the manifold, turbo manifold, and the actual turbo. So if you upgrade to a Garrett or something like that, a little bit better quality, why not just get the cheap piping and everything? It's all the same.
You're set,
thing.
honestly.
It doesn't make sense paying twice as much for hose clamps. Be smart. Okay. Somebody said, would it be better to just swap a new... Oh, Mia the ST. Would it be better to just swap a new 2.0 than rebuild the current one?
And
Mia?
if you're on a time crunch, I guess.
Well, what's wrong with your...
Yeah,
What's wrong with your car?
Does your car not run anymore?
Do you have issues with it? Is it knocking? Is it smoking? Probably not. It's a 2-liter. The problem is, you have a 2-liter. Why would you want to swap in another one?
Yeah, I would say if that's your only car and time is a serious issue, I mean, take it to a shop. They should be able to have that done in not too long.
One other thing. If you're going to be modifying a car, you need 2 cars.
The facts, daily. Before you want to get into anything on... Now, everyone can't do it, but if you have a car you're wanting to go deep into and build this crazy show car, this and that, save your money for a few months. What you need to do, buy yourself a little daily. You have to. You can't take... I got my car. My car's been in a shop for 2 weeks now. What am I going to do if I didn't have a daily?
What do you mean? There's a bike right here.
Not worth like 20... You get a daily.
You'd have the biggest legs in the world.
But back to the question, what's faster? A swap would be faster, I believe.
Well, she said it would be better.
Would be better?
She said a new 2.0. Here's the thing.
You're not getting a new one.
You're not going to find a new one. No, what you're not. This is not going to happen unless you find somebody who has like one stored away, or a company that sells you a brand new crate 2.0. Then even then, what's that going to cost? Swap put a VR in it.
Have someone rebuild it. That way, it's essentially a brand new motor, and you're good to go.
Or buy another motor, drive your car until you have the other one rebuilt professionally.
Also true.
Okay. Mark Goodsbloom? Goodsbloom. That's Goods.
Goods.
Mark Goodsbloom. Goodsblom. Listen, you guys gotta make this stuff easier. Ever planning on supercharging Christine? Yes.
You didn't ask me, but also yes. Because I rode in Sonic's car in Korea,
yes.
And it was amazing.
Come on.
300 wheel horsepower? Amazing.
Yes. Right underneath that, would you ever turbo your VR6?
Also yes.
Yeah, we covered that already. Come on, man. Don't ask questions that you guys would all... We know. Come on. We've talked about this before. All right. Joseph with a 5 for the S01. Very creative. When's the sound system coming, and any more mods coming up soon?
Mods, yes.
Mods, obviously, because this is the problem that we have with cars. And the sound system, soon actually. It's just a matter of starting, because I have everything really.
I know what you want to do, or which way you want to take it.
Yeah, I don't want to go crazy. When I first had the car, maybe a year or two after, I was really big into car audio, and that car had...
Yeah, you should be doing this all the time.
I used to. I did 3 6.5s and 2 tweeters in each door, custom fiberglass.
Good Lord.
Mark 3 doors. And then the rear deck, I forgot what I had in the rear deck. Anyway, I had a big sound system in that car. Like, very, very loud. And then after a while, you just take it out, because after a while, you just get tired. I am going to put something back in. I have all the equipment. The only thing I think left to pick out is like a nicer radio that'll fit, because I want to keep the factory radio that doesn't work in the location and put like a Bluetooth unit in the dash or under the seat or something. That way I can control it but have it not be seen. And a nice trunk.
I almost had to do it because when iRadio died, I could not find another one.
Oh, he was crying.
Dude, I was mad. I love my factory radio, and I have one that works, thankfully.
And the thing is, my radio works. It's just that previous owner
Cut the wires.
harness was cut, so it's like.
We could fix it. We just haven't touched it yet.
I just want to. That might be one of the things. Maybe if I can find a harness behind there that I can reconnect and get past the cutting, I'll put the factory radio in.
Sorry?
It's just I'm a big Alpine guy as far as head units go because of the quality. I've always bought Alpine head units. I don't see me going back to the factory head unit. You know what I'm saying? I need my base.
True.
We got a couple more here. Unicorn for days. Listen. I thought Laser Shark was creative. I watched the movie, but Unicorn for days, I get it. How much did it cost to get the VR6 engine? How much did it cost you to get the VR6 engine?
Both of us.
Well, it could be both of us. Well, it's gonna be you because my car came with it. Mine's a GLX.
Yeah, we did go to Tim we bought one.
Oh,
we did go buy one.
We did go buy one. So after
we bought that one half and half.
Yeah, but let's say an average swap with a trans and everything will probably cost you about $600 to $800.
Honestly, right now, though, I would say $400 to $800, depending on quality. Because like I've seen some around here. There's one on OBD1 right now for like $400 and like one for like $600. I mean, you can get them for very reasonable.
Listen, if you find it in the junkyard and they're having a sale, you can walk out of there paying $100 for the motor. The thing is, when you find it, if you find it. But technically, my VR6 cost me $2,500
because you bought the car.
Yeah.
My swap, I said before, $450. I bought it from a friend. He needed the car to go. I bought the entire swap, engine, trans, ECU. My first trans got crushed. Not gonna talk about it.
Not gonna talk about
ECU, wire harness, everything I had. But
listen. A perfectly running VR6 that needed an ECU got crushed. Not gonna
there's point. With my transmission, but you know it's fine.
The key, what I would tell you if you are looking to buy one, is take it out of a car that is running. A running car, that way you can pull and slap in. If the motor is not smoking or doesn't have any major issues, take it out and put it in. Would you agree?
Facts. 100% facts.
100% facts. Because you don't want to be in.
Now mine, when I got mine, I was told previously it needs valve seals, so I'd have to pull it apart. I had to pull it apart regardless. And I figured, since I'm pulling it apart, I'm in no rush with this. I might as well bottom to top. So once my car is running, it will be a great motor whenever it's running. But it's bottom drain bolt to the very top, and everything between has been new. So once it's running, it'll be a brand new V6. Good to go.
But you don't need pistons.
Yeah, piston rings and seals and
you can't
all that
blow a
stuff.
piston up.
I hope not. But
That would suck.
Oof, out the hood.
What is your actual internal engine setup, like cam, springs, etc., and how much wheel horsepower do you think it pulls? Well,
our cars are very similar.
This motor that I bought, the last one, the one that's in the car right now, all it has is Autotech 262 cams. That's it. As far as wheel horsepower, who knows? A little bit less than what they come from the factory because it's an old motor. I had a lot of stuff done in the previous motor, but it was smoking, and then I had issues because I think the head warped from it overheating one time. So all the little extra. Yeah. My head that I had, I sold to Christian. Christian now has it on his. I had the Mark IV head gasket. Mm-hmm. Tectonics, big valve head, cams, underdrive pulleys. Oh, the car has underdrive pulleys now. Yeah. That's what it has, pretty much. Nothing major.
Mine's similar. I have same cams. I'll have 2 cams. I mean, I did a lot.
Your car's gonna sound real good when it's done.
I did a lot of little bits in there. I mean, it has the big valve head. It's been bored out a little bit. It has I did a lot of little bits here and there. Brand new injectors all done up, which is...
That head, by the way, not only does it have bigger valves and all the Tectonics tuning stuff, which is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Expensive. I bought that head for like $100 less than all those parts, just the parts, let alone the head and the work to put it in and the machining. So I think I got a good deal on that. But anyways, the fact is that I forgot what I was gonna say.
You got this. You're fine.
Something about the head. Anyway, the point is, nobody knows. He's got more. His car. Oh, the openings, the ports are all gasket matched also. So that's even better.
Yep. And we have intake exhaust, blah blah blah.
The car's gonna sound good. If he does the, I don't know if he's gonna do it now because it's all painted up. I wouldn't take it to somebody, have it all chopped up. But if he did the 2.9 clone intake manifold, where you cut the bottom end.
There's a guy who makes them and he sells them for like $130.
That's not bad.
I know.
If you did that, your car would probably sound like some kind of monster.
Interesting. Mr. VW Geek has a guy who makes them, so I've been intrigued. I saw one on Brother Mark 3 for like $100 the other day.
Not bad.
I know.
And no, I've never dynoed the car because it's fun to drive, but I don't really care about horsepower numbers in an economy car because no matter what you do, if you're not going big turbo or supercharger, your car is not gonna be fast. If it's a Volkswagen Mark 3, it's just not. And I'm not trying to race anybody in that car anyway because
I want to dyno my car. I just want to see where. I'm just curious to see where it's at.
Curiosity too. I want to see because your setup now is gonna be what I had in the previous setup.
So now you'll know.
It'd be cool to see. It wasn't. Yeah, it'd be cool to see. I would guess around maybe 200 to the crank.
Yeah, turn to the crank maybe one. Because VR6 from one Mark 3 Jetta VR6 is like 174 to the crank. Corrado VR6 is like 178. A little bit more horsepower on the car, which I don't know why, but because I hate the Jetta, is what it is. The facts. But so VR6 stock like 150-ish to the wheels, so my car's gonna be maybe
160, 170,
somewhere around there.
That range.
It'll be a fun, quick car. I just want it to sound good.
But don't be confused. They're cheap.
It'll smack some cars around.
They will, but they're cheap econo boxes. So if you have one, don't be trying to race like Lancers.
I got an expensive econo box now. What you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying they're still slow for what they are, but they're reliable and they look good.
Yeah. I have one last question, which kind of didn't want to talk about too much. It says, "How long till Miley is done?" You know the commercial with the owl and the lollipop? It's like, how many licks does this have? How long till Christian's car is done? We may never quite know. Because my car left this Sunday, so 2 days from now, will be 2 weeks my car's been gone.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, yeah.
Really. Yeah, really. So, update for you guys. I got a message yesterday, and I'm confused. I'm not going to get too much into it. Like I said, but once the car's back and running, we'll get into it more. Right now, we're just, as it is.
We can't wait to get into it.
He said he ordered the bigger valves that were cut and stuff, should be to the shop, should be there today. And then, I don't know, maybe he's working on the car today, working on the car tomorrow. I haven't asked him really any questions just because, like, it's just annoying. I just letting it be. I'm just letting it, is what it is. When I get the car back, we'll go from there. But just for now, I'm just letting it be. But one thing that confused me, because it's funny, because I work at a dealership, I work in parts. He owns a shop, and he actually called the dealership, and he was on the phone, and told me over the phone, which is kind of weird, like, oh, what's up? This is kind of weird that he called like that. But I guess he ordered factory valves first, which I don't know why, because he knew they were oversized. And then he had to stop and get, but I don't know, because he knew, but then he had to get the bigger ones, I don't know. Either way, how long till my car's done? I don't know. Listen, so next week, last year I went to Adam LZ's open house. His new one's coming up this next Sunday. No one really knows it's. I know it's X. I know where we talked to Randy. We know Randy pretty well. I know where Adam's new shop is already at. We know actually a lot of stuff most people don't know. But I want to have the car. That would be fantastic. Don't know what's gonna happen, but it'd be cool. A lot of YouTubers will be there. I think TJ's coming back. Adam LZ's gonna be there. Like most of the automotive YouTubers will be there. I'm pretty sure Cletus is gonna be there. So I really want to have my car and his car there. It's very fun, a good exposure. Everyone's gonna be there. Will my car make it to that? I don't know. I try to stop putting like deadlines in the car, and I did. But this popped up, which would be really cool to go to. I'm gonna go either way, but when's Christian's car gonna be done? I don't know. Don't ask that question anymore. It's just my car's gone. I sold my car. I don't have a car. I don't have a Mark 3 anymore. It's gone.
The more I hear the details about what's going on, it's the more evident where it's like, listen, sometimes you make choices and they don't always pan out.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that. When you guys see the video evidence or the pictures that the car is running and he has it back, that's when it'll be. It doesn't help at all to have people ask you, where's your car? It really doesn't. It makes you feel like garbage. Because it happened to me. My car was down for 3 years.
Yeah.
Every show you go, where's your car?
Yeah.
Hey man, where's your car? You go to a meet.
Yeah.
Where's your car? Dude, I'm here to just see my friends. Where's your car? Where's your car? Now that my car is out here, guess where my car is and guess where those people aren't. They're not at the show.
Right.
So if you want to see somebody's car so bad, honestly,
Yeah.
there's pictures.
Yeah, but I will say this though, going back to where my car is at. Yes, the situation is very annoying, but it is being handled. But how you handle these kind of situations is very, very, very important.
Oh, gotta be delicate.
Because I could have blown up a long time ago, causing a huge, huge scene, but that gets you nowhere. It would cause a lot of drama in this
Not in
and
this
that.
situation.
But it's not gonna. Me causing a huge scene, getting upset, pissed off, isn't fixing anything. So
because we'd be doing this interview in the car in the driveway here.
yeah. So I mean,
With no more
the
running
situation,
motor.
like I said, it is what it is. Once the car's back and running, we'll talk about it more. But as for right now, it just is what it is. I'm not.
Car's getting worked on.
I'm not mad. Actually, well, we'll talk. Anyways, what time is it?
It ain't here, and it's
Yeah, my car is not in this garage. It's 10:42. I think this has been fun. This has been productive.
This was good. How long was this? Like
I don't know. This is gonna be like a full-on podcast. Like,
Wow.
this is gonna be long.
Wow.
But I think this has been fun. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up so we know. Leave some feedback on the video. Obviously, our setup here is not the most professional, but I think.
No. Hold on.
Actually, we're in the garage. This is where we work. This is
dope.
what we do every single.
This is dope set. Look at this. You get up.
Yeah, the wall. I thought the wall was dope. I thought it was cool.
Nice. Come on.
This is fun. If you enjoyed,
Nobody else is
leave
doing
a thumbs
this.
up. Make sure you subscribe to Greg's channel as well.
Laser
closer,
Shark.
Getting close to it. Your
What?
channel's not Laser Shark.
Isn't it?
Your channel's your
I
name.
know. That's right. You know what?
And Instagram's Laser Shark.
It'll be here.
I'm not putting it there.
You're not gonna put it?
No.
Don't put it.
All of this stuff will be in the description below. Make sure you check my Instagram and on Facebook if you want to, and on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel up to 1,000.
We're trying to get to 1,000.
Get closer. This has been fun. This is enjoyable.
We're gonna do more of these because this was fun.
We can get a lot of our chest, and it's really just rant about stuff. Just go on tangents. This is fun. This is exciting.
It's good stuff.
I like this.
Nobody's doing it. We need it.
Leave some questions in this video,
Questions.
and then like I said we
or
might do
show topic.
2 or 3. Just leave whatever you want us to talk about next. You can leave questions. If you want to talk about this, that, we stay on one topic for most of the show, which we probably won't be able to stay on, but we'll try our best.
You know, here's what we do. The next one, since you guys ask a lot, we're gonna probably do a breakdown of what the cars cost.
Yes. God, I'm afraid of that video still. God, that's like an eye opener.
Listen, we're not gonna do that because I don't want to get killed in this.
We're going to rough estimate all the costs on
There
what
you go.
the car's at. That way, nothing is set in stone and we can't be stabbed for. Basically. But that video will be a major eye-opener for you guys because a lot of you think
You guys have no
this
idea.
stuff's cheap. There's just a lot. So, that'll be our next video. What is that?
Should have bought a Tiguan instead.
Should never bought a Mark 3. I'd have a lot more money right now.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's a lot more money right now.
You'd be driving it too.
Just in parts in this garage, I mean, there's like $4,000 worth of wheels sitting here. That Eurosport bars, a Euro bumper, a Vento gear. There's a lot of freaking parts that are just sitting in this garage right now.
Stuff costs money, man.
A lot.
But guess what? That old transport that I saw the other day when I posted in a group chat.
Stop. I don't listen.
When it's all worth it, if you could sell your car for $77,000,
Yeah.
then you know you've made it.
Yeah.
But until then, Mark 3s ain't worth that much. So
Either way, my camera's about to start flashing. This has been fun. Greg, say goodbye to the people. Love it. Don't forget, be thankful every single day. We'll see you guys next time. This has been fun.
yeah.
Peace. Wait, I'm so far away now. I gotta come
You can't
over
do it?
here.
You can't do it. You gotta reach up.
I can do it.